We are disappointed that promo code misuse necessitated these changes, but this adjusted policy reflects our ongoing commitment to protect our ACX community. Oh my goodness, it looks like ACX ends the promo code misuse, and I'm going to talk more about the Audible promo codes in 2020 in today's video, so stay tuned. Hey, I'm Dale L. Roberts, a best-selling author as well as a self-publishing advocate who wants to show you how to publish books and sell. And if you want that too, of course, subscribe to this channel and also join me on Mondays at 12 p.m. on twitch.tv/selfpublish. If you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free and get a few freebies in the process. Last week, I had a viewer reach out to me and had shared a screenshot with me that ACX had just changed their policy on promo codes. And it was pretty interesting. They actually really did change the policy, and they didn't really notify too many people about this. In fact, I actually had to reach out to them to confirm what I was kind of curious about. And I'm going to talk about how ACX quietly announced this new promo code policy. Now, if you're aware of it, if you publish exclusively to Audiobook Creation Exchange, you're allowed upwards of like 100 promotional codes per one of your audiobooks. So here's what they said in the email to me. Due to a pattern of misuse and manipulation of the promo code benefit, we have adjusted our policy. While the majority of ACX authors and producers using promo codes are genuinely working in good faith to promote their audiobooks, some have exploited the program to the detriment of the ACX service and community. So what are the changes and how will it affect you? Previously, you were allowed to have upwards of about 100 promotional codes per US and UK for a title. Now, you could get 25 at a time and you would use 10. You can go back and get them to add 25 more and so on and so forth. It was kind of a nice situation. And the funny thing about these promo codes, and something that they were real hush-hush about, was these promo codes were essentially like store credits. They were money. And so when someone would cash it in on your book, you would get paid. So it was like having money in the bank. And some people saw that loophole and really started to abuse that. So now they actually have changed the policy. And let me just bullet point a few of these things for you. The very first one is it's any titles that are published after March 25th of 2020, it's going to see this new promo code policy take place. And this means that there's going to be no royalties for the promo code. So the promo codes are going to essentially allow the person that is redeeming it to get a free copy. That's it. You don't get paid for it. It is of zero value. And now you're only allowed 50 per region for the US and the UK for a total of 100. It kind of gets a little bit iffy because they actually say that you're going to get 25 to start in each region. And if you cash in about 10 of them, so in other words, you have 10 readers that download it, you can ask for more to be replenished. But they said also, and this is inside their email, that only if you have 100 qualified purchases. So one's led to believe that you can get 25 codes, have somebody redeem 10, but you still need to have people buy 100 copies of your book. And to be clear, promo codes are for titles that are only exclusive to ACX. So you're not going to get it if you are non-exclusive with Audiobook Creation Exchange. So it's not a bad thing, because if you're publishing wide and you're using a service like Findaway Voices, Findaway Voices gives you 30. There's no rigmarole of you having to sell so many. And the funny part is, if you go to exclusive with Findaway Voices, they give you 100 credits altogether. However, they share something very much in common with ACX, that there's no cash value for those credits. So what happened? What happened that they're saying no more, we're not paying for these promo codes? Problem is, there were some, we'll say, gurus and coaches out there that were getting people to abuse the system, to where they would put out a bunch of really short books, create a giant compilation of those books, and they would take all of those promo codes, put it towards these giant promo codes to where they would get the maximum amount of money per promo code, and we're making tens of thousands of dollars per month. I know, rather shady, right? Well, they ruined it for everybody. Thanks. What can you do now? Well, rather than us dwelling on the past, let's go ahead and focus on what we can do with these promo codes. There are two sources that I've utilized already, and I'm pretty happy with them so far, and one of them actually was mentioned by ACX in their blog, and that's Audiobook Boom. And when I actually have used Audiobook Boom, I think it runs about $12 to run a promotion on it, and essentially readers are able to request a code from your book, and they'll get that code, and the expectation is they leave a review for your book for getting the code. It's an honest review, so sometimes I've had that backfire on me. I've had some low reviews in some audiobooks, but I think something is better than nothing. And now Audiobook Boom also rolled out a new beta service that you may want to check out when you go visit their site. Again, that's audiobookboom.com. And the other one I've just tested once, and I found it was okay, and it's called audiofreebies.com. Works very much similar to Audiobook Boom, in which you have readers, you're the author, you give them codes, and the expectation is they will, of course, provide you any kind of reviews. Now, both of these platforms will honor promo codes from ACX as well as Findaway Voices. And speaking of Findaway Voices and distributing your book through it, believe it or not, I had an entire series about Findaway Voices and why I believe this is a platform for you to go ahead and check out, because they distribute to over 43 different avenues as opposed to just 3 that ACX does. And we're going to talk about more about that in this very next video, so go ahead and click on that. I'll see you then.